I'm Nick Byer, welcome to Pocket News for Wednesday, the 14th of December. Today on the show, Turtle Rock evolves and Batman takes a moment. All right, here's what's been making headlines. And first up, the studio behind Evolve is now the studio behind you. Watch out! No, I'm just kidding. They're far too busy making their new game to scare you. Look out there! Turtle Rock Studios reluctantly moved on from Evolve a couple of months back thanks to a low user base. Boom! The devs claim to have so much more to give, and now they'll be pouring that love into a dark fantasy co-op shooter for perfect world entertainment. The publishers behind Neverwinter and Star Trek Online. This yet to be named, but definitely free-to-play title is being made on the Unreal Engine and will arrive in 2018 at the earliest. Turtle Rock co-founder Phil Robb said, quote, "We are developing a new franchise set in an all-new universe. We're focusing on what we do best, heart-pounding, moment-to-moment online co-op FPS action." Straight back on the horse. Or monster, or whatever it is they ride. Maybe bikes? We'll never know. But know this! You need the internet to kill Vikings. After all, that is how they got wiped out in the first place. Read an encyclopedia once in a while, jeez. Ubisoft has confirmed on their forums that For Honor will need an internet connection at all times, much to the dismay of the samurai who only had ADSL 1. The publisher stated, quote, "Some elements of progression, which is hosted online, are shared across story and multiplayer modes. Players will need to be connected to the internet for this reason." I do not understand why they can't just save all this stuff locally. Just because medieval knights use the cloud doesn't mean we have to. Moving on and save the date because John and I are finally tying the knot.
Nope.
Ah, well, save the date anyway. You tell me now? We already knew that Nintendo would be holding a Switch event on the 13th of January, but now we know the exact hour the world will change forever.
Oh, I'm geeking out. I'm geeking out right now.
Ugh.
It's 3 consoles in 1 console. Dude, I am freaking out. This is the game changer.
No. Nintendo's Switch reveal will commence at 3 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time and can be live streamed through Nintendo's website. This next date is more important though, it's the honeymoon.
No, Nick boy.
Relationships can be so hard, but it is Yooka-Laylee time. We'll talk about this later. Arguably more satisfying than honeymoon sex, Playtonic's new 3D platformer now has a release date. The game is due for global launch on the 11th of April 2017 on PC, Xbox One, and PS4. However, the Wii U port has now been cancelled. An update on the game's Kickstarter page cites, quote, "Unforeseen technical issues hath been thine console's timeless end." It could also be that the Wii U is not worth supporting now that Nintendo is moving on. Like apparently John. There's actually no word yet on whether the developers will attempt to port to the Switch in the future. It would be an effort you must simply applaud. And now for this last date, it's all gone downhill. John, I want a divorce!
What the f are you talking about?
No, you feel nothing! Well, on the 19th of December, you will feel the wind against your face as you fall through the open world parkour adventure of Downward. This post-apocalyptic runner is hitting early access on that day, the same day love dies. There's also a bunch of holiday stuff. Holiday is the loneliest time for the singles. Overwatch's Winter Wonderland update is now live. Its snowy makeover brings new seasonal skins, tags, and voice lines. The wrong season, by the way, north of the world, but it is very cute. Torbjorn is Santa, and that's funny. There's also a new arena mode called May's Snowball Offensive, which modifies May's endothermic blaster to fire superpowered snowballs rather than pathetic icicles. Hitman is also getting festive. A free holiday update lets Agent 47 become a sneaky Santa cruising the streets of Paris for targets. Just like the real one. And Destiny's celebrating holidays in its own way. The Dawning update has rolled out today for owners of the Rise of Iron expansion on PS4 and Xbox One. Of course, Destiny's way of celebrating is to make people compete in sparrow races and challenges because nothing brings people together like heated competition. They do have presents though. And now here's a gift from someone else to you. It's Thing of the Day with Pocket Team Choice Award Thing of the Day titles. Number 3, it's Paul Stone. That's a reference you're about to get.
Hi.
Really, huh?
Yeah, good.
It's Thing of the Day. Sometimes the pain of loss manifests in tears, other times in song. McQuaid knows Batman's pain. next thing of the day. MCR forever, thank you very much, Paul Stone. Love, love, love that thing of the day. It's so simple, but it's beautiful. It's actually John and my probably favorite one that got sent in. I've watched it a heap. It's just great tracking, and it's how I feel every time I give a 5. I think I have that power. This afternoon on the Pocket YouTube channel, watch me play through a game that has more trademarks than an Apple product. Star Wars TM, Rogue One TM, X-Wing TM, VR TM, Flight Thing. And lastly, a big thanks to Travesty James. The Travster made a compilation video to track the evolution of little old me on Pocket. I used to be so quiet, but now you're dealing with this. Are you a dealer? Then join the Pocketers Facebook group and Steam group. There are links to everything I said in the description below, including links to Travster's video. If you've made a thing, please send it in until we next send my Pocketers. Nick, boy, out. Mwah. Close the goddamn door! That's for Pete. MCR forever, My Chemical Romance, greatest band of all time. Pete, you know it, Pete. Yeah, that's Panic at the Disco. I don't expect you to know your emo band. Oh. What? Why would that happen? I took off. It's just started me on the side of a mountain, and I can't move away. I'm in the rock. That's the problem. I'm in a rock.